Congrats to Kristen Doute. The Valley Star has reached a beautiful milestone in her life, one that is all the more profound given the path she and her fiancé, Luke Broderick, have walked together. On a serene Wednesday morning, surrounded by anticipation and tenderness, Kristen gave birth to their rainbow baby, a moment that arrived not just with tears of joy, but also as a healing balm to the heartbreak she experienced following a miscarriage in 2023. In a statement to Us Weekly, Kristen beamed with emotion, reflecting on the miracle they now hold in their arms. "She's here, and we still can't believe it. Luke is even hotter as a dad, and I just feel so lucky," she said with heartfelt sincerity. Her joy radiated through every word, revealing a woman transformed not just by motherhood, but by the roller coaster of emotions that preceded it. "And even though I haven't slept or showered in 2 days, seeing our daughter and finally being able to hold her makes it all worth it. We're completely overwhelmed with love and so grateful for her. Our lives are already changed completely." Kristen and Luke named their daughter Kaya Lily, a name as soft and ethereal as the life it now defines. There's depth behind that choice. The name Kaya, which means the sea in Hawaiian, wasn't chosen on a whim. It's a tribute to a place that holds deep emotional significance for the couple. Hawaii was where their bond reached a new level, when Luke proposed to Kristen, and naming their daughter after the sea is their way of bringing that love full circle. Every time they speak her name, they will be reminded of that pivotal moment in their journey. At 42 years old, Kristen had publicly shared her pregnancy in November 2024, with an Instagram post that was both a celebration and an acknowledgement of the complexity of emotions she was carrying. Her caption was simple but profound. "So thankful," she wrote, revealing the undercurrent of fear that accompanied their good news. That fear, lingering like a shadow after her prior loss, never fully disappeared. But as she explained, every week and every ultrasound lifted that weight little by little. "When I saw the baby move for the first time, I finally felt like I was allowed to be excited. I am forever grateful." That feeling of being cautiously hopeful, a balancing act between joy and trauma, is something many who have experienced loss can deeply relate to. Kristen's openness made her pregnancy journey not only a personal experience, but also a beacon of hope for others who might be walking a similar path. December 2024 brought more joyful surprises. Kristen and Luke, initially convinced they were having a boy, discovered they were in for a pink-hued twist. With the help of a vibrant pink smoke cannon, they revealed the sex of their baby to the world. Kristen gushed in an interview with People, expressing just how thrilled and stunned they were by the unexpected news. The couple's love story is still relatively young, but has matured rapidly under the weight of life's highs and lows. They began dating in 2022, and by March 2024, they had decided they were ready to start a family. Kristen, who had watched her circle of friends build families of their own over the years, shared in a confessional moment, "Watching all of my friends over the past few years get married, have babies and grow their families, I started thinking, I am the oldest girl in this group. When is my time?" That candid reflection spoke volumes about the pressure many women feel as they navigate biological clocks, social expectations, and personal dreams. The decision to try for a baby was brave, not just because of Kristen's age or the statistics, but because she had already endured a heartbreaking loss. In an episode of their podcast, Balancing Act, Kristen revealed the emotional trauma of a miscarriage that occurred just 6 weeks into her pregnancy. She described it as terrifying, a moment that shook her to her core. Yet even in that darkness, Kristen clung to faith. She hadn't undergone IVF or frozen her eggs. Instead, she chose to believe in something bigger. God's plan, she said. And through that faith came resilience. Luke stood by her side throughout, vowing to be her rock, a pillar of strength she could lean on while they grieved, processed, and healed. "I'm going to help you get over these sad times and get back to more happy times," he had promised. And now, as they hold their daughter for the first time, that promise rings truer than ever. Their love story crescendoed with a romantic proposal on a boat in Hawaii in September 2024. Kristen, touched deeply by the symbolism and setting, took to Instagram to announce their engagement with poetic affection. "Wrapped around his finger," she wrote, adding with a wink, "Out of all the fish in the sea, you chose me." Now, as they adjust to sleepless nights, countless diaper changes, and the sweet sound of baby cries, Kristen and Luke are learning what it means to be a family. Parenthood, especially after loss, has a way of reshaping you. It makes the world quieter and louder all at once. Every breath the baby takes becomes a symphony of relief. Every smile becomes a sunrise. Every hiccup, a sacred interruption. Kaya Lily represents far more than a new addition to their family. She is the living embodiment of perseverance, of hope, dared again, of love reborn in the aftermath of pain. Kristen's transformation is not just physical or emotional, it is spiritual. The woman who once questioned when it would be her time is now a mother, and that identity shift is one that redefines everything. In the days ahead, there will be challenges, sleepless nights, teething, moments of doubt and frustration. But there will also be moments of indescribable beauty. A baby's laughter in the early morning light. The first time Kaya reaches out with tiny fingers and grabs Kristen's hand with full trust. The look in Luke's eyes as he watches his fiancé become a mother before him. And through it all, they will grow. Not just as individuals, but as a unit, as a mother and a father, as partners, as people who have tasted the bitterness of grief and now sip from the cup of joy. It's a duality few understand unless they've lived it, and Kristen and Luke have. They know what it's like to feel a dream slipping away, and they now know what it feels like when that dream returns, breathing, crying, living in their arms. Kristen's vulnerability throughout her journey has been nothing short of inspiring. By sharing the hard parts, her fears, her grief, her doubts, she has given permission to others to feel the same without shame. And in doing so, she has turned a personal experience into something universally powerful. As Kaya Lily begins her life, she's already enveloped in a cocoon of love. Her parents' story will be the foundation she grows from, a story of resilience, of enduring belief, and of a love that weathered storms and found its way to calm waters. Kristen and Luke's future is now filled with firsts, first steps, first words, first birthdays. But perhaps the most significant first has already happened. The first moment they looked into their daughter's eyes and saw everything they had ever hoped for reflected back at them. Their lives have changed completely, and that change, rooted in love and nurtured by hope, is the kind of transformation that leaves you breathless. Welcome to the world, Kaya Lily. You are so wanted, so loved, so cherished, and your story has only just begun. And for Kristen and Luke, the journey into parenthood may be new, but it's already shaped by the kind of unwavering strength and grace that only comes from having known both heartache and healing. In a world full of uncertainties, one thing is crystal clear. Their family, forged through trials and triumphs, is finally whole. Congratulations, Kristen and Luke. Your rainbow has arrived, and she is beautiful.